call a business meeting to order for February 14th, 2024. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Notice of this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone, please rise for the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hess.
Here.
Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilman Morrissey.
Here.
Councilwoman Patton. Here. Council President Randolph Sharp, excused absence. Mayor Roach.
Here. Entertain a motion for payment of bills, please.
Make a motion.
That is duly ordered provided by the
I'll make a motion that the bills have been properly, I'll pay with it. It's me, but I'll second it.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
Following reports have been filed and are available in their respective office and will be included in the minutes. The tax collector's report, the sewer report, treasurer's report, and the engineer's report. First reading, ordinance 2024-01, revision of sewer ordinance, section 2C. Anything? Entertain a motion, please.
I'll make a motion that ordinance 2024-01 has been adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with second reading being held at the next regular meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
First reading, ordinance 2024-02, the COLA ordinance. Entertain a motion.
I make a motion that ordinance number 2024-02 be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with second reading being held at the next regular meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
Next, first reading, ordinance 2024-03, Councilman.
First reading by title, amending chapter 150-34 fee ordinances to increase the fees charged for police off-duty compensation, which will increase the rate and administrative fee charge.
Entertain a motion, please.
I make a motion, ordinance
2024-03.
2024-03 be adopted as read, published according to law, posted in Borough Hall, with the second reading being held at the next regular meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
Next, ordinance, first reading, 2024-04, Councilman.
2024-04, first reading by title, amending ordinance chapter 150 to increase the sewer utility fee.
Entertain a motion, please.
I'll make a motion that ordinance 2024-04 be adopted as read on first reading, published according to law, posted in the Borough Hall, with the second reading being held at the next regular meeting.
And a second, please.
Second.
Questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
Next up, consent agenda. The items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and being acted upon in one motion. If discussion is required, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Entertain a motion for resolution 2024-65 through 75.
I make a motion that consent agenda items resolution 2024-65 to 2024-75 be adopted as read.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Lankowski,
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
We have two add-on resolutions, 2024-76. Counselor.
It's a resolution authorizing the hiring of Ryan Levin as a full-time driver/mechanic's helper, effective March 4th, to be effective March 4th, 2024.
Entertain a motion, please.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Lankowski,
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
Resolution 2024-77. Counselor.
Authorizing the sale of the borough's cell phone and cell phone number used by George Turner to George Turner.
Entertain a motion, please.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Lankowski,
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey,
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton. Yes.
All right, at this time, we'll open the meeting to council for comments. Councilman Morrissey.
Thank you, Mayor. Fire Commission report, all equipment was in service. Air masks that were ordered previous in the year have arrived. In December, they had 70 calls, 13 inspections, 13 re-inspections. Last year, they finished the year with 875 calls all told. Smoke detectors are still available for resident homeowners. They will be installed free of charge. Just need to call the office at 856-346-0935. Next Fire Commission public meeting is February 20th, 7:30 p.m. at the Firehouse at 4th and Scott. Also, coming up this weekend, Fire District election is on this Saturday, this February 17th. If you vote by mail, you should have received your vote by mail ballot already. Make sure you complete it and send it back, and no later than the 17th, either by putting it in a drop box, such as the one outside the Borough Hall, or dropping in a mailbox. In-person voting will be done on Saturday from 2 to 9 p.m. at the fire station at 801 Scott Avenue, which is 4th and Scott. 3 items, again, to recap, 3 items that are being voted on is this year's budget for the Fire Commission, which would, the average homeowner would increase your taxes by about $5. A fire commissioner needs to be elected. There are actually 2 candidates, an incumbent and 1 additional candidate for that position. And an authorization to borrow money and build a new firehouse. This would be at the site of the Lindenwold Fire Station. They would demolish or raise the existing fire station and build from scratch a new station. This would be at a cost of $10.65 million, payable over a 30-year bond. This would increase your fire district taxes about $120 to $125 a year for the average assessed house in the district. And that's all I've got in the fire department. At a recent council meeting, some of my colleagues talked about how they assisted some individuals that were in need of food. And I'd like to mention that an organization I belong to is partnered with 4 Wawas and 1 Pizza Hut. We pick up unused food, which would otherwise would be disposed of. We deliver this unused food to all 3 senior centers in town, the Carlton River Veteran Center in town. We deliver to several churches, youth, and local and area food banks, including Neighbors Who Care. And it doesn't sound like much, but last year, throughout the course of the year, we picked up and delivered 25,517 sandwiches, pizzas, sides, and pastries. That's all I've got for you.
Councilwoman.
Thank you, Mayor. Lindenwold Police Department, total call service, 1,770. Traffic accidents, 48. Community policing, 94. Traffic enforcement stops, 118. Criminal complaints issued by officers, 40. Traffic summons issued by officers, 45. Criminal complaints issued by citizens, 19. Traffic summons issued by citizens, 0. Detective Bureau investigations, 53. Submitted by the chief. Lindenwold Public Works. We have 807 tons of trash collected, excuse me, 98.35 tons of recycling collected. Bulk items picked up, 158. Scrap metal picked up, 43. Concrete, 1. Logs and stumps, 1. Property maintenance, none. Accidents and injuries, none. Sewer calls, 31. Service calls, 17 stoppages, 1 main stoppage. 10 emergency calls, 22 markouts. 10 pump station repairs. Trouble areas jetted, 0. Pump stations factored, 1. For Laurel Springs, we had 4 service calls, 4 stoppages, 2 emergency calls, and 0 markouts. For Lindenwold Library, old business, we had the Christmas parade, which was very well attended despite the rain. Santa and the Grinch stayed at the library to visit with the children and gave each child a stuffed animal and candy. Cookies, hot chocolate, gloves, and hats were distributed. The Elf Project, which was brought for the borough employees, and donations helped Lindenwold families that were in need for the holiday, as well as many seniors. Mr. Johnson's class came to the library for a tour. They learned what the library has and what it has to offer. They did a scavenger hunt. They also made a craft. For new businesses, we have 2 children's events. There was one already in February for Valentine's Day, and then this Saturday they're having a pink party, which they're going to show the Barbie. And then it's mainly for the girls, but there's going to be stuff for the boys also. And then in March, there's 2 projects for Leprechaun Day, St. Patty's Day, and then Easter craft. There's also 1040 and 1040 SR income tax instruction books and tax forms available at the library in English and Spanish. And the patrons are also utilizing computers to complete their taxes. We have a new Girl Scout troop that is formed in Lindenwold for ages kindergarten to 4th grade, and they meet at the library twice a month. And that is all that I have, sir.
Thank you. Councilman Jackson.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I'm not going to comment on the incident that happened in high school, but we have to explain to everybody that we are 2 separate forms of government. The school board is separate from mayor and council. Now, we do everything we can to support them, such as the opioid crisis money that we received. The mayor and the administrator will apply for the grant, and then we will go to them and tell them what it can be used for, and then they decide that we can't even tell them what they're going to use it for. Most of the time, the only time that anything will come back to council is if the school budget fails, then it will come back to council, and we'll work with the school board to sort this out. But if there's any questions about anything the school boards, you have to go to a school board meeting, which is the 2nd Monday and the 4th Monday. And we, the mayor and council and the police department, we really support the school system. The police department and the county prosecutor's office are actually having a bully program. I think Chief McCarthy, you're actually involved with that, right?
Correct.
Yep, you're going to be playing a part in that, yeah.
Yep.
So, we support the school system, but we cannot tell them what to do. They're a totally separate form of government. Our job is to support them. We support them the best that we can. That's all I have, Mayor. I just want to clear that up.
Thank you. Councilwoman Baker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have no business to report. God bless Lindenwold. I do want to say to Mr. Jackson, Councilman Jackson, welcome. Lindenwold is very grateful to have you. And happy Valentine's Day, everybody, especially Eric Kane.
That's on film. Councilman Jackson.
Thank you, Mayor. I do not have any official business to report. I just wanted to introduce myself, let you guys know who I am and what I'll be doing. I will be running the Park and Rec, Health Departments, and Seniors. So if anyone has questions, concerns involving that, you can reach out to me directly. I'll be available after the meeting. If you want to exchange numbers or anything, I'm always available. That's it. Thank you.
You forgot to say you're doing public events.
Public events.
Oh, I said public, I said Park and Rec.
Well,
Public events.
Department, right? I really don't have much of anything, so, Ms. Thompson, do you have anything? Or you take care of the good stuff? All right, this time I'm going to open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please state your name and address for the record. Please try to keep it to 5 minutes, and
Diane Terry, 637 Fifth Avenue. Ray, you talked about giving out food to all the seniors, the vets, or whatever. You ever consider going behind the backhoe where there's a ton of people living homeless to help them to feed those back there? I mean, I go out there every week before I go to Camden, and there's a lot that need food. So,
We'll talk.
I mean, it's something you should consider. My other thing is, I'm trying to find a copy of the study for the firehouse. I know they're saying it's from 2007, so that's 15 years old, and then we're going to build off of that. But no one seems to have a copy of this study. So how can we vote for something if we don't know what the study, what they're going on? And Mayor, is your main being sworn in, or was you sworn in without anybody being around?
he was sworn in.
But we don't get to see it like we got to see everybody else.
He had to be done within that week. As soon as he came back, he was sworn in. Anyone else in the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public, and entertain a